Welcome to Black and Red Talks, your daily dose of AC Milan news. RMC Sport reveals a key transfer market scoop. Mike Maignan is set to renew his contract with AC Milan until 2028. Last summer, PSG eyed Maignan as their top target, considering a move to bring him back to France if Gianluigi Donnarumma departed. Sergio Conceicao, AC Milan's coach, knows tonight's match against Feyenoord is crucial for the club's future. Ibrahimovic spent the day at Milanello inspiring the squad. His influence is massive, as Milan's Champions League hopes and Conceicao's job hang in the balance. It's also a big test for Ibra in his new leadership role. Exciting insider news. Santiago Gimenez will join AC Milan this January. Tottenham made a last-minute attempt to sign him, but the Mexican striker stayed true to his word with Ibrahimovic. Milan secured the deal for €35 million, including bonuses. Milan's transfer market is at a crossroads with Theo Hernandez's contract renewal. The club's leaders, Forlani, Ibrahimovic, and Moncada, need to step up, just like they did with Maignan and Reijnders. They have two options: secure Hernandez's renewal at a price he might not deserve, or risk losing him for free in summer 2026. RMC Sport has shed light on a key development in AC Milan's transfer dealings. Mike Maignan is set to renew his contract with the club until 2028. Last summer, PSG eyed Maignan as their top target to replace Gianluigi Donnarumma if he left, but now he's staying with the Rossoneri. Exciting news out of AC Milan. Santiago Gimenez is set to join the team this January. Tottenham made a last-minute attempt to sign him, but the Mexican forward had already committed to Ibrahimovic. Milan secured the deal for €35 million, bonuses included. Exciting update from Gazzetta dello Sport. Journalist Luca Bianchin provides insights on Alex Jimenez's future with AC Milan for the upcoming summer transfer window. Convincing Real Madrid to let go of Jimenez seems tough, but a smarter move might be drafting a new deal to keep Alex in Milan until 2027 or 2028, while increasing the buyback clause to around 20 to 25 million. Big news for AC Milan as journalist Marco Conterio reveals that the club is keeping a close watch on Club Brugge's Maxim D. Cuyper. He's being considered as a potential successor to Theo Hernandez this summer. The upcoming weeks could be crucial for this transfer development. Fabrizio Romano recently shared a fascinating behind-the-scenes story about an AC Milan transfer on Viva El Football. Milan eyed Joao Felix for some time, and negotiations bloomed after a dramatic night. With Chelsea having only 2 loan slots available, it hinged on who would leave. Fortunately for Milan, Disasi got a last-minute nod to join Aston Villa, freeing up the chance to swoop in for Felix. This whirlwind deal wrapped up in just 4 to 5 hours on the final day of the transfer window. Zlatan Ibrahimovic, now a key advisor for AC Milan, has formed a strong alliance with the current coach, Sergio Conceicao. Zlatan is taking charge of the winter transfer market, working closely with Conceicao to secure his position until 2026, overshadowing others in the club's management. Fabrizio Romano, the go-to guy for transfer news, revealed on his X profile that AC Milan is locking down Tijani Reijnders with a contract extension until 2030. Everything's verbally agreed, and it's ready to be officially signed. Exciting transfer news coming from Milan's journalist Pietro Mazzara. Maignan and Reijnders are set to renew their contracts to be official by March. But here's the kicker. Alessandro Florenzi, currently injured, is nearing a new deal until 2026. Despite his current contract expiring this June, both sides are optimistic, discussing a 1-year extension at half his current salary. Stay tuned. Milan is eyeing D. Cuyper as a potential future replacement for Theo Hernandez. Despite interest from the Bundesliga and Premier League, Milan scouts have been ahead of the game. Arsenal, Tottenham, and Chelsea are also interested, although a near $20M price tag deterred Parma. Meanwhile, Milan aims to overturn a 1-0 deficit against Feyenoord for a Champions League spot. Santiago Gimenez will lead the effort. For betting enthusiasts, there's an enticing double chance for a Milan win or draw. Transfer guru Fabrizio Romano has shared some exciting news. AC Milan is set to extend Reijnders' contract until June 2030. The verbal agreement from last year will soon be formalized. Meanwhile, Milan looks to overturn a 1-0 deficit against Feyenoord, with a highlight on former star Santiago Gimenez. In a surprising twist, Planet Win 365 is offering boosted odds for a Milan win or draw, being 8.00 instead of the typical 1.07, exclusively for new customers. This makes the Champions League clash even more intriguing. Big transfer drama alert. Fabrizio Romano spills the beans about a whirlwind negotiation for Joao Felix to AC Milan. Just after the derby, a late-night deal kicks off before the final transfer day. Chelsea had 2 loan slots left outside England. Chukwuemeka headed to Dortmund, and Disasi, expected to join Tottenham, got an unexpected green light for Aston Villa. Milan swooped in, sealing Felix's deal in a mere 4 to 5 hours on the deadline morning. Meanwhile, Milan faces a 1-0 deficit against Feyenoord, looking to rally for a Champions League spot. Fans eye a boosted double chance odds from Planet Win 365, offering 8.00 for a Milan win or draw, just for new users via a special link, a steal compared to GoldBet and SNI's 1.09. Exciting developments for AC Milan, as Reijnders has reportedly agreed verbally to extend his contract until June 30th, 2030. According to Fabrizio Romano, this agreement has been in place since the end of 2024, and now we're just awaiting the official signing and announcement. Meanwhile, in Champions League action, Milan looks to overturn a 1-0 deficit against Feyenoord, with the Dutch side ahead from the first leg. AC Milan's odds have received a major boost, with a 1x double chance now at an astonishing 8.00 on Planet Win 365 for new customers. Cardinale, AC Milan's big boss, has set his eyes on the round of 16 in the Champions League. This step could earn the club around €27.28 million, the same amount they spent on Santiago Gimenez from Feyenoord. With Milan trailing 1-0 from the first leg, the stakes are high, not just for glory, but also financially. Keep an eye on ex-Feyenoord star Jimenez, who could be pivotal for Milan. As for the odds, a Milan win or draw is highly boosted by Planet Win 365 for new users, turning this into a financial battle as much as a football one. Fabrizio Romano dropped some fascinating insights about Milan's transfer market games on Viva El Football. He revealed that the Jimenez deal was the toughest yet rewarding one for Milan. Feyenoord wasn't easy to crack, as Juventus had already learned while chasing Hanko. But Milan showed remarkable patience, biding their time and making their move count, especially with Jimenez's pressure on the club to seal the deal. In other exciting news, Milan is reeling from a 1-0 deficit against Feyenoord, as they aim to bounce back and secure a spot in the Champions League last 16. Santiago Gimenez, a former Milan player, will be the ace-up Feyenoord sleeve. Meanwhile, there's a special betting offer from Planet Win 365, boosting Milan or draw odds from 1.07 to 8.00 for new sign-ups. GoldBet and SNI also have this bet at 1.09. AC Milan is working hard to keep Alex Jimenez, who joined from Real Madrid in 2023. The Rossoneri secured him for €5 million, with a contract until 2028. However, Real Madrid retains a buyback option, which could see them reclaim him for $9 million in 2025 or $12 million in 2026. Milan aims to renegotiate this to ensure they don't lose their young talent. At San Siro, AC Milan is facing Feyenoord in the Champions League playoffs. The Rossoneri lead with Gimenez goal, but there's bad news for Conceicao. Theo Hernandez got booked at the 42nd minute and will miss the first leg of a potential round of 16. At San Siro, the Champions League playoff between AC Milan and Feyenoord is underway. Milan took the lead thanks to Gimenez, who scored just 37 seconds into the match. While impressive, the record for fastest Champions League goal still belongs to Roy Mackay, scoring in just 10 seconds in 2007. In an intense clash against Feyenoord, AC Milan took an early lead thanks to a goal by Gimenez. However, early in the second half, Theo Hernandez earned a second yellow card, leaving Milan with 10 men. Now he's set to miss a potential Champions League round of 16 game. At the 73rd minute, Feyenoord finds the equalizer, thanks to Carranza's goal from Hugo Bueno's assist. Now AC Milan faces a tight spot as this 1-1 brings the aggregate to 1-2, putting their Champions League hopes on the line. The Rossoneri need a 2-1 score to push into extra time. Milan's Champions League hopes are dashed after a 1-1 draw at San Siro against Feyenoord. Jimenez opened the scoring early, and Carranza equalized in the second half. However, with an aggregate score of 1-2, Milan exits the competition. Theo Hernandez's red card at the 51st minute left Milan with 10 men, tipping the scale against them. A frustrated team and supporters watched as tensions flared at the final whistle, with Rafael Leao also picking up a yellow card. Theo Hernandez made a game-changing mistake for AC Milan, picking up 2 yellow cards, one just before halftime and another after the break. Hernandez complicated the match, leading to Milan's exit from the Champions League against Feyenoord. Fans were particularly frustrated by his second yellow for diving, sparking online criticism with comments like "brains are more important than feet in football" and "an unforgivable mistake." Even La Gazzetta's Alex Frosio and Inter fan Fabrizio Bessin had their say on the matter. At San Siro, the Champions League playoff ended in a 1-1 draw, knocking AC Milan out, with Feyenoord advancing to the next round. After the match, Gianluca Di Marzio and Pep Di Stefano shared that the Milan fans were left in stunned silence, unable to believe the team's unexpected exit. AC Milan's Champions League run ends as Feyenoord advances after a 1-1 draw at San Siro. Paolo Condo told Sky Sport that Milan's issues are internal, citing a lack of a strong core despite having technically skilled players. Structural weaknesses were evident in this crucial match.